Welcome to episode 6 of Guess the Elo, the Chess Noob Edition. Chess Noob Edition because I'm rated 1500 on Lichess, which is not very good, but it's okay. We changed the graphics, I forgot to mention last episode, so we have like an October theme graphic going on with the scary pumpkin and the cute black cat. So during these Guess the Elos, I will be loading up a random Lichess game, and I won't be looking at the Elo until the end. So this is a fresh game, and we're both in the dark. We don't know the Elo of both of them. But while I'll be playing the game, I'll be guessing the Elo many times, and if you want, you can guess along with me. If you have any suggestions to improve the show, just send them in the comments, and I'll be sure to implement them if I can in the next episodes. Alright, so let's start the game. Okay, so white starts with the E-pawn, and so does black. So we do have a normal few moves. We have the knight on f3 and the black knight on c6. So everything is looking great so far. And we have an Italian starting, so just a typical opening. I'm already going to guess that they're at least 1500 like myself. The Italian isn't that difficult to learn, so a lot of people know it. Okay, so this is a typical opening to take the pawn, and white decides to do a check instead of continuing and taking the knight. So this time they took the knight, and I really like this opening. I've never thought about it. It's definitely, I think it's a good plan. So let's just continue. I'm gonna give them 1700s now because it was a very interesting opening that I've never done. And let's see this, like the results of this opening. White is getting pretty pinned inside, but he will be able to get a pawn here. My guesses are around 1600. But it looks like white's knight is going to start to get into trouble here. I've been guessing pretty bad lately. My last guess was around 600 difference, and then before that was 1200 difference. I do find that doing these helps with my own games, so we'll see if that continues. Alright, so we do have a situation where both kings are actually pinned, and black moves his out of the way, and white does also. So we're back at even strength here. Black moves his rook on the g file to perhaps get that pawn, but white is fast enough to stop that. I'm gonna guess that they are still, I'm gonna actually give them like 1900s. I feel like they're playing really solid chess right now. Okay, so he's aiming at the pawn, basically. Okay, oh, that's good. Maybe move the pawn forward for white. He does a check. Okay, I don't know if I like that. I don't see the end game of it. So I am actually going to push even further now to... I'm going to push further to 1600s. I just don't like the way they're playing. But again, they might be 2200s. That's the beauty of this game. Okay, so he pins the knight against the king. It's been a while that the knight was there. And he puts his... Okay, so he basically blundered his bishop. And now he's double attacking the knight. I don't see anything good happening here for black. I'm going to lower the rating to around 1500. I want to go lower, but the last few games I've been going lower and I've been regretting it at the end. It looks like he's gonna be getting that rook. So white is up by 9 material pieces right now. If I was white, I would just put myself on c3 and get that queen. But it does not look good for black. Unless he does some huge mistake, it's pretty much game over. And black just continues to have no response for white's play. I'm gonna actually go lower here and maybe go 1300. Oh, and if he doesn't watch out, he's gonna get pinned here. Or sorry, yes. Oh, that was good, actually. So he does get the knight for free. And the game continues. So now he's up, white is up 6 material pieces. I would go c3 here, yeah. Just get rid of that queen. And now you're up a full rook and a pawn going into the endgame. His white's pawns are a little scattered, but I don't see any issues with that. Black decides to trade pawns, which he shouldn't at this stage. Should be trying to keep him alive as long as possible. But it's very a difficult situation being down a whole rook here for black. I'm gonna guess again that they're around 1300. I've seen a lot of things that I wouldn't have done. That's why I'm leaning towards them being in a worse ranking than I am. Black decides he's not going to give up here, which is something that I think that higher levels would be giving up pretty fast. He has no escape, and so I'd say, yeah, 1300 would be a good guess for now. And let's just continue this game. We know it's going to finish in a few moves. So he has checkmate coming here in a few moves, most likely. And game is over. All right, so what I would do here. So I find that white and black are in kind of a different league when you look at this game. I'd say that white is in the 1300s and black is 1250. I like to keep them close because most of the time it's like ranked games and you get paired with someone close. So white would be 1300 and black is 1250. So we're gonna check how close I was to that, and we'll see. So the ranking is actually, I was very close. White was 1303 and black was 1295. But black lost 139 points here, so I'm guessing it's a fresh account and he was not supposed to be rated that high. But nonetheless, 1303 versus a 1295. Let's check the analysis and see what was going on here. Okay. And it's almost done. And you can see here there's a lot of blundering by both, actually. So maybe I spoke too quick about black, and black deserves to be a 1300 as well. But for my guess, I was around 60 elos off, which is my best guess so far. Don't forget to put in the comments what your guess was, and also to give me suggestions on how to make this show better, to improve it in any ways. I will take anything into consideration to make it better.